Good morning. It's Tax Tuesday. What's up, y'all? Oh no, I'm on one again, man. I'm on one because guess what? I woke up today. I'm so excited, and I have a great guest today, man. And I can't even tell you what she does. Anyway, this is Kay Powell, your tax guru from Speedy Tax Services. So I have a special guest. You know, this is on entrepreneur like months. I'm doing it for like a couple months, and so I have been so blessed to have some great entrepreneurs on this show. Now, I can't tell you about this lady that's I'm getting ready to introduce. She does everything. She's a community activist. She's a small business person. She has a podcast. She is like, what do you want to call that? A boss chick. Yes, she is. Not only is she a boss chick, my Selena is too, but she's a boss chick. So I'd like to introduce and bring onto you Sharie Wilson. Good morning, Sharie.
Good morning. Good morning. What an introduction. Thank you.
I probably could have said like so much more, but then I would run out of time and you wouldn't be able to talk. So I'm so excited about having you on the show. And so I would like you, this is Entrepreneur Month. So we're featuring fantastic boss chicks, fantastic entrepreneurs. And a lot of people, I want them to dream big. I want them to see the unlimited. So if you could just tell us about some of your endeavors and your businesses and what you're doing right now.
Absolutely. So I'm the owner and founder of Dream Girls Salon, located in Los Angeles and Sacramento. Also the co-founder of the Healthy Hair Care System that we just launched, in 2020, March of 2020. And I'm also a co-founder of Mixed Institute of Cosmetology, which is the first African-American cosmetology school and barbering school in Sacramento. We're off of Florence. So I'm just excited to be here and just share with you.
So how long have you had your salon, Dream Girls?
We opened up in 2006.
Oh my God. So you've been around a long time.
Oh.
You've seen ups and downs and all of that, right?
Yes. Yes.
What are some of the biggest obstacles you've had to overcome in keeping your business strong?
You know what? I would say just building a great team. I think that right there has been challenging, and also it's the key, right, to your business is your team. And it's also challenging because not only do you have different personalities and different people coming in with different characters, but then it also shows you what you need to work on within. And so but I still challenge in that area, just trying to find the right people, especially nowadays. I just feel like young people just don't have that work ethic like I did when I was coming up trying to get into this business. So
how did you survive the pandemic? How did you able to make it through?
I went through the 2008. Remember the crash back then?
Yeah.
And then the 10 years later, the pandemic. First of all, it was nothing but the grace of God. Okay. Yes. It was nothing but God. And me listening to him. It's crazy because we've been working on this product line since 2011, 2012. And I just see how God started preparing me, because we would stop, go, stop, go, stop, go. And in 2019, one of my best friends, they came up to see me. And I remember Brian, his name is Brian. He was like, Sharie, what are you doing? You need to get this product going. And we went to Sprouts. We went to the Whole Food. We just turned my kitchen into a lab. And I didn't understand what was going on, but God was preparing me for what was happening. And so I was telling him the lab have this, the lab have that. And he just came in and he kind of took control. And he said, I'm going to help you get this going. 4 months later, the pandemic happened and we was ready to launch. And that's where everything got shut down. But when we decided to go ahead and launch anyway. We did a pre-sale. And when we did that pre-sale, we got the seed money to help buy everything else we need. We sold $30,000 in 3 days. We had a
Wow.
pre-sale on Friday. The pre-sale was over on Sunday, and we was like, okay, we're gonna do a pre-sale so we can get the money that we need to go buy a whole bunch of containers, right? And our
Mhm.
bottles and this. And we told our people, listen, we about to do this pre-sale, but you're not going to get the products for 6 to 8 weeks. People did not care. We sold $30,000 in 3 days. And so
Wow.
when we finally launched, we got everything that we needed. Um, and we just been selling like crazy. We sold $1 million in sales in 6 months. And we
Mm.
closed out the whole year, I think 2.3 million.
Oh my God. So you don't need to go on the shark show, huh? Because you
No.
already doing it, baby. You is a shark for sure.
Yeah, thank
Wow, that
you.
is phenomenal. That, people, please let somebody that believes in your dreams inspire you and move. Healthy hair. I'm so excited. I've heard nothing but great things about your products. It's not just a name, it's real. And it is really like blessing so many people. But I just believe that you follow God, as Lawana said. And I just think that is so exciting, Sharie, that you were able to do this. And I know you were featured in, was it the Ebony?
We was featuring Ebony, Essence, Forbes, um,
What?
Martha Stewart. Yeah.
What? Oh my God. Man, I'm telling you, can I get your autograph?
I
I
need
got a
yours because you're
superstar
all over
on
the
my
place
show,
too
y'all.
now.
Y'all better know what I'm talking about. My God. And you know what's nice, Sharie, that I love you so much. You're so humble. You're
Mm.
not arrogant. You love people. You keep yourself on the ground, your boots on the ground. You never lose touch with people. I've never seen you snub anybody. And when you show people the goodness of God, that's to help them dream, to help them believe that, because God wants his people to have an abundance. He wants his people to have a lot. So thank you and your husband for that. I wanted to talk to you about being a business in Elk Grove, and just that I've been in Elk Grove since 1989. So I've seen
Mm.
a lot. I've seen streets put in, I've seen, highways made, I've seen a lot. And I know that racism is a huge thing in Elk Grove, especially on your side.
Mm-hmm.
On my street, we got every nationality on this street. It's cool, but they're not businesses. They are business owners, but they're not real, business here. So, what would you recommend, or how would you suggest, or like if you wanted to, people wanted to open up a business in Elk Grove, how would you encourage them, or what could we do to attract more Black and brown businesses?
You know what? If you want to open up a business in Elk Grove, just do it. And I think the businesses that we do have that's African American or even other color, other races, we just need to come together and support, because you're going to have the people who don't want us. I'm in Old Elk Grove, and I've been there now for 13 years, okay, having my own business, but I worked on the block for 3 years prior. And so I remember when I had someone walk into my shop that I was working at and told me, "You Black. What are you doing in here?" And I chased her out with a pressing comb. I chased her out of my out of where I was working. It was All About You back then. And her name was Dorothy. But you know what? Me and her used to fight, but I understood that's what she was brought in. She just didn't understand. Like, she never saw it. She never saw a Black person working on Elk Grove Boulevard in Old Town in a salon at that. And they're stuck in their ways. And just fast forward, I was at Dorothy bedside. She was a racist, but we ended up falling in love with each other. And when she died, I was there towards the very end of her life. And she was one of the homeless ladies in Elk Grove, and I brought her into my home. I showed her what love was, and it didn't matter what the color of my skin was. So when it was raining outside and it was too cold for her to be out there sleeping, I told my kids to get out their bed and let her sleep, and I
Wow.
let her shower, and
Wow.
we made sure that she was fed. And we I thank God, because towards the end of her life, I think she's really erased color. She really saw me,
Wow.
instead of being a Black woman, she saw me just as a woman, and a woman of God, because she was a believer. But I just say, come and do it and be the change we want to see. Come and open up your business and be the change you want to see, and just surround yourself around other people that can support you, because we need the support. When I was down in Elk Grove, oh well, I'm still in Old Elk Grove. It was a time I didn't have the support. It was just me alone. And as years went by, more people started coming in and started supporting me outside. But I just say, just come in, open up your business, be the change, and surround yourself around other business owners that kind of went through it and who kind of could navigate you through the system.
Wow, those are words of wisdom. Be the change you want to see, man. That's huge. I love what you're saying. Do you ever start? Did you just do like some podcast last night, Level Up or something?
I did. Yes.
You are just like, what I love about you. You pursue your dreams. You're an eagle. You soar. You get out there, and people, you can't. Thomas Edison developed a light bulb after 900 tries, and he said one of his things he said that was just 900 different ways. So God believes that if you fail, you just keep trying. Those are just other ways until you are successful. And for you to continue pursuing things and being a voice in our community, people respect you. You are a voice in our community. I seen you at those town hall meetings. I know what you was doing. I know you would sit up there at town hall meeting. I know that you're gonna be running for something. You don't want to, but you're gonna have to be like a runner for some kind of city council or something. So I know it's big and it's huge, but we need a voice, and you got the energy and you're a young voice. So keep all your options open, because we are counting on you to be at the table, to be present, to allow people to know what's going on. And you live the example. Hey, y'all, you have to walk the talk. You got to live the example.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that you do that.
And surround yourself around people like Mama Kay. Because let me tell you, I forgot something happened. And I remember I posted something and I was saying, well, I'm just going to do this anyway. And you called me and you texted me. You was like, listen, no, we're not. We're gonna make sure you be careful what you post, or I was something about me going back to work or opening a salon, and you just said, we gotta follow the laws of the land. And it was you need people around you that's going to kind of check you in a loving way and tell you can't do that, or you can't post that, or be careful, you're being the example and people's watching you. So I'm just thankful that I surround myself around people who can pour into me and who can pull my coattail when needed. And I think nowadays it's so hard for people. As soon as somebody tell them something, we get the spirit of offense, where we get offended. And so in this business world, you guys, you cannot be offended. You have to be around people who will pull your coattail. Now, it's a difference between somebody telling you cannot do something and somebody telling you, listen, look at the picture. This is what you're looking like. So I just thank you for doing that. And this journey has not been easy. I just know that this last 2 years, God had to shut me down. So I am coming back with Level Up with Sharie Wilson. But I feel like God had to silence me, because he truly wanted me to be what I was talking about. He wanted me to be authentic. So he has some work to do. He had to deal with some old wounds. He had to dig some stuff up, so things won't flare up when I'm faced with certain situations. So I thank God for the lessons. I thank God for the journey. And I thank God for people like you that's in my life.
Oh, you're so welcome. I did call you. I was like, I'm calling her because I love you guys. And, I'm 60, so I got a little bit more on you. So I do. But I like what you said. Either you hang out with, listen, y'all, either you hang out with some eagles and soar, or you hang out with some chickens and you just go down. So you got to surround yourself with wise people, sharp people, smarter than you, or like you, so that the knife sharpens the knife. Iron sharpens iron. So thank you for being in our community. I adore you, and I was like so excited. Sharie gonna be on my show because you have a lot to say, and you live the example. And I think it's one of the things you just said. Authenticity is so important.
Man,
I preach every Sunday. You got to live what you say.
Man,
you cannot be false. You cannot be saying one thing and not living everything.
And living another way.
Right.
And
And that's
God
even in
only
your
deals with
business.
the true you. He
Yes.
only deals with the you that's going to say, because he already knows. He's waiting for you to say, God, I'm this, I'm that, I'm broken, I'm hurt, I got this I'm dealing with. And then he can deal with it. But you got to be willing to deal with it. You got to be willing to do the work.
That's right.
So
Accountability and doing that. Somebody you're accountable with, somebody that you can dream with. And I appreciate you being on the show today. You have been great. You have been fantastic. And maybe one more time, I don't know, end of the year or something, or
we got to
next
have
year.
you on Level Up with Sharie Wilson soon.
Okay. All right. Well, God bless you. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Wow, you guys, was that the most awesome thing? Sharie is big. You know, I was so excited. I had Cecil last week. I had Nikita. I've had Bonnie. I've had so many wonderful people. Hi, Lawana. Good morning on the show. So the next part of my show is tax tips. And one of the things that I wanted to talk about was just a lot of things going on. So I'm just going to kind of like move in. Amen. Thank you, George and Princess. I need to have y'all on here too. That would be wonderful. Good morning, Elizabeth, my auntie. That would be great. And so I've been getting a lot of calls, me and my co-workers, and that's about frustration that's going on for about income tax tips. Okay, so this is my tax tips. There's been a lot of frustration. People have filed their taxes in April. They go on the IRS website, and on the website, it's like it says that your taxes haven't been filed. Call your tax person, or they're still processing. I mean, it is crazy. I call and check on it. I check my system. It says your taxes has been filed. So don't go into like a heart attack. Well, he said I didn't file, because their system is not accurate. And what they've done, and it's really, really crazy, is that they've taken, even though we e-filed them, they sent a lot of the taxes over to be manually processed. And so I have clients that have filed for taxes in April, still waiting for their refunds. So it is just crazy. But IRS is saying that they're tremendously backlogged, that they have over 8 million tax returns that need to be filed, processed, and they start from April 15th. So they have a tremendous backlog. So all you can do is be patient and wait. They've never had anything like this. COVID affected them, where they're not working in the office. So why they do manually? Somebody tell me. I don't understand it. Mail's not being processed. We have people waiting and waiting and waiting. So, you know, really, you call me, there's nothing I can do. But you can call IRS, and hopefully they'll be able to help you. But it's tremendous. When I call, I have to call it, and I have a private number. It still takes me at least 25 calls and maybe several days before I can get in through IRS. So I can't do all the work for you. I would love to. I process it. The only thing I can do is make sure that on my side, everything's good. So as this says, be patient, you guys. It is horrendous. It is a great, really terrible. Okay, so the advanced child tax credit. People are receiving it now. August 13th, payments went out. There may be some people that didn't get it, because I still am getting a lot of calls saying, hey, there are dependents that I didn't get it for. So when you go on irs.gov, they have not. I'm waiting for them to put the portal on. There's a portal that they're going to be putting on there where families can sign up kids that people that have not gotten the payments, and that you have not received it for your children. So I will let you know when that is on, but that's not there. The only thing is there is where you can update on there. You can see when your payment's supposed to come, if it's been issued. You can update bank information. But as far as adding a dependent that you haven't received anything for, that portal is to come, but it has not come yet. So we're still talking about IRS tax tips. The next we're going to talk about is identity protection PIN. The reason why I decided to mention this is because in filing taxes, I had a lot of hard times where maybe there was a dependent, and what happened with the dependent is that, so we're talking about get an identity. Thank you. What happened with the dependent was somebody else claimed them. Maybe you used to let somebody else claim, or you had an issue and you're not in agreement with you and the baby and the father's mama, and somebody's claiming it, ain't supposed to be claiming it. So in order to avoid that, used to be you have to you would have to prove identity theft. Now you can just get a PIN. Now what you can do is go on IRS and then get an identity protection PIN, and then you have the numbers. No one can claim your dependents no more unless you give them the PIN. Now come on now. What also I don't want to happen is that people will say, I can't find the PIN. Well, you have to keep up with the PIN. That's critical because that's going to allow you to electronically file. Now, if you don't have a PIN, you still can manually send in your tax return and claim your dependent. But as I said, as you heard earlier, the backlog at IRS is ridiculous. So that's something I wanted you to talk to about. And then the next one is 2021 estimated tax payments. Small business owners, self-employed people, this is for you. This is so important that you need to figure out about 2021 estimated tax payments. The next estimated date is coming up is September 15th. So what you might want to do is you can go on irs.gov and go on tax withholding estimator, figure out what your taxes is supposed to be done, or you can do an estimated tax that they're supposed to be. But you got to at least try to do this because it's so critically important, because it is you got a penalty. And then I had a lot of small business owners, only a few ever paid any estimated tax. Now you're talking about that you owe, if you make 20, 30, 40,000 and you're going to owe 3, 4, 5,000, they have to pay that all at once without avoiding a penalty is humongous. But if you could try to put some money, send your money on your estimated tax, then the blow won't be so hard. So I would like to encourage you to set up direct payments. Go on IRS, set up an account, and start making your estimated tax payments. So at least it won't be that bad next year. It's going to be critical for you to do that. So estimated tax payments is something you should be really looking at if you're a small business owner and you're making money. So that's what's important. The last I want to talk about on the tax tips, is now IRS has done some audits, and everybody's getting notices. So if you get a notice from IRS saying you owe taxes, you need to call me. Don't just not do anything about it, or call your tax person who are your tax preparer. But don't ignore it. The IRS audits are telling you something. They could be wrong. Don't get hysterical and think that, oh, they sent me something, they're right. I have proven them wrong many times. But what I don't want you to do is ignore it. I don't want you to throw it away. I don't want you to panic. Do you hear me? And I don't want you to rely on the information. You've got to just, send copies. You can take pictures and send copies to me. You want to respond in a timely manner, because what you don't want to do is for IRS to do a tax levy. So review the information, send me a picture, send your tax person a picture, do something, but call them or something, but at least look at it. If you don't agree with it, then you can dispute it. Some of the things I found out, mostly a lot of it is income that wasn't included. So there are people that did their own little taxes and they thought Social Security wasn't taxable. It can be if you have income. Or maybe people have told you a pension is not taxable. Or maybe people have told you you're too old, you don't have to pay taxes no more. So you usually, though, that's what I found mostly wrong, is that people did not include income that they needed to improve. And so we need to make sure that you check on this. Calling IRS ain't gonna really do no good, because they ain't gonna answer it. Their instructions are on there. It tells you what happened. Oh, I receive a lot of them where we filed and they said they didn't get the stimulus, and they did get the stimulus. Maybe they threw the card away or whatever. But the IRS audits, I just want you to not ignore it. They're out now for 2019. Some are coming out for 2020. But what I want you to do is pay attention to it. Thank you for the heads up on the tax info for next year. Oh, Candle's Kitchen, you're welcome. God bless you. So the next thing I wanted to kind of just mention to you is small business. We're going to just quickly talk about some small business issues. I had a workshop on small businesses with Heather Lucy from SBA on BSBA last week. And it was very in depth and it was very helpful. So if you want to know about updates, you want to know what's going on, I encourage you to go on BSBA and find out that workshop and go through it. It was very thorough. There was information about how to handle idle in cases you get denied, what to do, what the help is, what the resources are out there. Right now, we encourage everybody do the PPP, forgiveness. There's a lot out there. So it's on that workshop on BSBA, and I encourage you to go on there, because why should I have to repeat all this? It's ridiculous. We have the Black Small Business Association of California. They are just a help to all of us. We got the California Relief Grant that's coming up. If you know anybody that is a nonprofit, some type of nonprofit cultural institute, please let us know. We want to help them get that. The next round for people that aren't on the wait list is coming up in September. We're going to be, BSBA has asked us, we're going to be doing some workshops or just some little videos on how to apply and what to do. So there's a lot of exciting things coming up. You can call me, Kay Powell. You can call me at, oh good, there's the YouTube. That's where the SBA update broadcast is on there. Did you guys, okay, so now this is the last thing I'm gonna tell you. I don't just do taxes. I don't just do taxes, loved one. I also do life insurance. So tell you about myself. I do life insurance. I'm coming after you. You know, as a pastor, as a person, there are so many people that don't have life insurance. And you know what's so nice about the life insurance? You can not only you can get it for yourself, you can make a business out of it. I'm building a business. So if you're interested in some extra income, if you're interested in making 1,000 or more, just part-time, building a business, I'm telling you, I went to a conference and I saw millionaires, Black people, millionaires. My person that I report directly to makes over 500,000, and I remember when she made $500. And so it is so exciting that this business is lucrative. And with this COVID, everybody, I'm telling you, we're one of the businesses that instead of went down, we came up. People need insurance and they want it. So I'm a life insurance agent. I'm a financial person, and I would really love to be your agent. I would love to represent you and help you, or even just look at what you got and make sure you're adequately insured. Make sure that you know what's some of the good points about life insurance. One of the good points is that wealth. You can leave financial wealth to your people, but the main thing is making sure your family is taken care of in case anything happens to you. You've got to be smart, y'all. Don't leave your family broke and going through grieving, and then they got to figure out how to bury you. Y'all know all that other stuff don't work no more. Barbecue dinners, chicken dinners, and all these fun, those things don't work no more. So I'm calling you. I'm looking at you. I'm gonna call everyone, and if you're not interested, don't worry about it, because I'm going to call you. But it is so important that you have life insurance. I'm being like, it doesn't matter. My feelings ain't going to be hurt. All I'm going to do is say, hey, you're looking for some extra money. You're looking for, is your family covered? Is everybody covered? I'm a 3-time widower. I know. So I know how important it is to have life insurance. But anyway, I want to thank you. It's been 30 minutes. I've used all my time. God bless you. Next week, we will have another dynamic entrepreneur. I just like, again, to thank Sharie. I like to thank Selena for getting up and supporting this. Selena, you are the best. And Black Small Business, she is the executive girl and doing the work behind the scenes. Who does that? Only person I remember doing that was Joel Osteen, and now look at where he used to do, he said he did the production for his daddy, and now he is his daddy. Hallelujah. So thank you, Selena. $1 million business. I pray that you get grants for $1 million. I thank you for being a voice. Bless your business. Thank you, all of you. Have a blessed day. God bless you. And hey, call Kay. Yeah, I got stuff for you. If you want prayer, I'll pray for you. If you want taxes, I'm going to taxes for you. And if you need life insurance, baby, call me. Thank you. Happy Tuesday. I'm out.